Hey everybody, this is Stephanie. I am sharing an unboxing of the Elle Studio monthly kit for January 2021. So as you see there, I showed you the first freebie. It is a journaling card along with their thank you card. And I know last year that card would say, on this day in December and so forth. Well, this time around for this year, they're going to be saying January highlights. So it's a nice change. Really quickly here, I'm sharing the two die cuts that it normally comes with, along with three 4x6 and an assorted number of 3x4 Project Life cards. So, as you can see, I kind of have like two piles. There on the left are the add-on kit items that I have purchased along to go with this. They do offer deals within their 24-hour period of their release. Some of them can be like 10 to 15% off. I think it's up to 20%, I'm not sure. Other items are just on sale. They do offer you some freebies as well, which I'll be sharing two screenshots at the end of the unboxing that you can see that are free within the 24 hours if you are a subscriber, or you can always purchase them, and the prices are within that screenshot. These colors are so beautiful. I love the extra added blue that they have. I definitely see January as a blue, and just in general, I love the fact that they had these nice combination and that mint color right there. So yes, I love it. As you can see there on the right as well with the journaling card, there's a stamp set. So for the month of January, they offered, I guess, like an incentive. If you're a new, would like to subscribe, they offered everybody that subscribed in January, or if you already have a subscription, you get a new stamp set. So that was a nice bonus. So these are the extra add-on items that I purchased within my kit. So these would be additional charge, of course, but they do offer them some of the items on sale, or you don't have to pay additional shipping. It gets bundled with your kit. It ships on the 10th. I'm sorry, you releases on the 10th of every month, and then it gets delivered on the 11th, shipped. And here are the two freebies that are normally, that price down below. So that's a nice little added perk. So here I am. I like to share an unboxing, and then I like to do a process with the items that I purchased, just to show you that I like to actually use the product, since I don't want it to stay there and kind of just hoard, take up space. I do 12 by 12 double page spread for Project Life, and I thought I would change things up this year, but I knew I also like to place 12 by 12 layouts within the family album of the Project Life album, so I knew I just couldn't switch. So right now I am just grabbing out some of the cards. I'm gonna have a lot left over, and I plan on doing a traveler's notebook for next week. I'll be posting that on Tuesday with the remaining products. Just because it is a Project Life kind of monthly kit doesn't necessarily mean it has to only be used for Project Life. So I'm going to be spinning this around and using it for a traveler's notebook. And I really like that idea because I've always gotten their cut files, and I've never really used them. So now I'm starting to branch out, and I'm going to use the cut files for that spread. Let's see how well that goes. Right now I'm just showing you guys how I set up my weekly spreads. I normally place all the photos out, and then I grab the Project Life cards. I did change things up this time around, so I felt like I wanted some kind of change. I was kind of not sure where to go with this. I am cutting up my pictures to fit within the Project Life cards. That's normally not something that I do, but I really love the way you can see that picture of the computer fitting within the rainbow Project Life card. There on the right, my son. I'm going to trim it up to fit within another Project Life card that says remember this, and that's a nice change. I don't normally do that, and I like that. That idea I've seen from, YouTubers all over. It's not my idea. It's been done before, but I just never thought to try it out, and I'm glad that I did this time around. So, yeah, I think that sums that up. So now I'm going to start adding in some embellishments, the little die cuts that come within the collection. I've said it before, I like to stick within the collection. The most I'll do is probably add in older die cuts from previous Elle Studio monthly kits, but that's about it. And the fact that I stay within the brand, it's just, I know things are going to be cohesive and it gets done in a timely manner. I kept that super simple, and this is also a different change for me. My title card is normally that one that's the 4x6 in the upper left. I did two 3x4 cards for a change, and I like that change. And I did not place the date, so since there was already a little label on that right there, that 3x4 card. I didn't place the date. I don't know if I'm going to stamp it out. I never stamp out with a roller date stamp very good, so I was kind of dreading that. I may just leave it as it is, but if it does bug me enough to where I have to come back and do it, then hey, that's okay too. So I'm looking for the embellishment and I'm trying to see what fits for each picture. This picture right here is one of our game nights, and that sentiment here says happiness is found right here. And sorry, I'm trying to read it on this little screen, but yeah, it's definitely one of our best moments. The boys love to request a game night, so if we forget, oh, they let us know. I think we really stuck to that for the kids. You know, with 2020 being the way it was, we really stayed home. We created that tradition there. I've always wanted to do it on more of a regular basis, and beforehand it used to just be like once or twice a week. Now it's almost every day. On the busier days, you know, of the week, sometimes yes, but you know, for the most part, it is a tradition that we've ingrained into our lifestyle. Here, this photo is a picture of some books that finally came in. We had got my older son, his birthday had just passed, and unfortunately, we have not received the books. Finally, we did on this day, and we started his collection for Goosebumps. I loved Goosebumps when I was younger. I had a collection. Of course, we've got rid of it by then. But to start his collection, we got him 18 books, and I'm so happy that we started that collection for him. And there were some books in there that I've read as well as I have not read. It was I'm just ready to start reading them with him. Just love that my kids like to read because I'm a reader, and I really want to show them that it's amazing to read and just to, you know, let your mind have an imagination. All right, this photo right here is of my son. He had a piece of bakery, and it had a nice topping on the sweet topping on the on the top, and his words were, "I'm full." And I look at him, and the whole topping's gone. Well, of course he's gonna be full. He didn't eat anything else. He just ate the sweet part, and I'm gonna. I'm not. I couldn't find anything to embellish this because on the right side, I'm gonna be doing my journaling, and whenever I use my typewriter, I don't really need to. I can't really place anything down, but I'm just gonna write and say he's just like my dad. My dad does that with all his bakery. He only eats the top portion, and so I just feel like the two lefties of the family, of course, they're gonna be with sweet tooths as well. And here is a photo of my husband. It was his birthday. So we have 3 birthdays for the month of January. We have my older son, my husband, and I, all born in January. So it's just one stacked after another. And this was my husband's week. His is one Friday, mine is the next. And this was actually a 3x4 card. I just trimmed off to celebrate just because I wanted to have it there and make it its own little embellishment. So sometimes you may not need the whole card. Like for instance here, that came on crooked, so I just add a staple and like I meant to do that, so it totally works out. This one, I add in a sentiment on top of the photo, and it says, "You are one of a kind," because he really is, okay? He can now reach stuff on our counter, and we can push stuff back, and we're thinking that he cannot reach, but this kid finds a way. Right now, he's teething for his back teeth. His wisdom teeth are growing in, and or just like his back teeth. And he grabbed his Oreo and lost it. And we looked at all his little hiding spots and they weren't there. And he comes back around. He's like, "Oh, here." And it was just so funny because we looked, but we don't know where this kid's all his hiding spots. So it was just so funny because, you know, this kid. Moving on to the right side of the spread, I use this Rainbow Project Life card. I thought I might use this the scraps from that previous card that said celebrate to like a mat to help bring it out, but I didn't like that the border of the blue was only going to do 3 sides and then the white was going to show. I don't know, it just bugged me, so I did not do that. And I added a little sticker in there, and some of the white stickers that you're seeing me place on there are from previous collections as well. So like I said, whenever I have Elle Studio and if I need more than within the collection, I will grab that. But just know anything that I'm using 9 times out of 10 is from Elle Studio. And I thought about that for a while. If you really like the idea of those little white stickers that have a sentiment on there, a little word, you can always do that with your typewriter or your computer. You can make your own. The only difference is you can also print them out, if you're doing them from your computer on sticker paper. So I kind of like that idea because that's kind of what I was grabbing for throughout the entire process was those little word stickers. It reminds me like the Tim Holtz as well, but they fit within the theme. So, but you can always make your own. Basically, that's what I'm saying. This picture right here was of my son. It was his first time trying out blueberries. And there was a little tag in the collection that said once in a lifetime. Basically, it was a first, so of course it's only once in a lifetime you can be able to capture that, because once they've done it, then obviously it's not the first time anymore. The upper picture, I forgot to mention, those two was the monitor that I finally got for Christmas, up and out, running. And the next picture was my son. He had built a Lego Harry Potter bus, and he was so happy he got that accomplished. Right here in this photo is of my little one playing with his milk, blowing bubbles, and I just thought that was hilarious because we used to do that. We used to actually have a cup with a straw, excuse me, and we would do that too. So it just brought back those silly memories that we're all kids once, and the boys did it after as well. All right, this photo right here is of my son, the youngest, the toddler, and how he can seem so at ease on how he sits on the armrest in the living room watching Minions again. The sentiment that I placed there, it says, taking a moment to soak it all in. We were just admiring that this kid just is so laid back, enjoying the entire living room. My husband and I were just getting a kick out of that. So I placed a journaling card next to it. Again, I'm not able to decorate any of the journaling cards just yet because I'm going to be placing them in my typewriter, and normally when it kind of gets scrolled up, it pulls on the die cuts and the stickers, so it's just best not to stick them beforehand. So I'm trying to see what else I'm going to be placing on this photo, just because I feel like there's a lot of blank space. I kind of struggled sometimes like decorating it. So I had to get away. So before I even went to my journaling, after I did all the main embellishing, I took a break. I went and had dinner, and then I came back and I looked at the spread again, and then I really was able to get a little more comfortable with everything. Sometimes I just feel kind of afraid, and I try to use creativity to help unwind me, and sometimes it works, and sometimes I just need like a breather when I'm having a bit of a creative block. But when I come back and I add in a little more embellishment, I really love how simple this spread comes out. It's not too heavy. I love the colors, and overall I'm really happy with the way it turned out, especially since I felt like I was having a little trouble with each little layout. It wasn't just the colors or anything. I just felt like I don't know, I think I was just off my game. But I'm glad my spread doesn't show that. It comes out okay. So there it is, all completed. I'm going to be doing my journaling, which is the typewriter, and I will be sharing an overview in a bit. Oh wait, I forgot. I wanted to add one more. I found another sentiment. It says thumbs up. I think I find one more, and it says LOL. I'll be placing that on the remember this photo. See, like I just keep trying to add things that just don't really work or something. Right here, I think it says LOL. Oh, you'll see that here. So here's the overview. Again, I'll be doing a Traveler's Notebook spread using some of these supplies on Tuesday next week. So if you're interested in seeing how I use the rest of that, oh, my journaling messed up there. I was like, no, but I like how it came out nevertheless. So this is how the entire spread came out. I hope you got inspired in some way. And as always, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.